Hi, welcome to Randall's Log, video 54, and I'm Randall Armstrong. Today's date is Thursday, February 23rd, 2017. How did today go today? Well, like normal, I woke up, went to work. I don't think I mention it often, but usually, my schedule changes with work, because the current job that I have, it's really just part-time working at Jackson Hewitt's tax office. It's kind of in the slow season now, so of course my hours are cut, which is okay. I don't need a lot of money. I'm fortunate. I stay at home. My mom helps me. She takes care of me. God bless her. She's the greatest. I help her out too from time to time, however I can. But for the most part, so hours are cut, so I actually don't have to be at work until like 1 p.m. So the nice thing is I'm not getting out of bed until like 11 a.m., which is good because sometimes I'm up really late doing these videos. For example, right now, it is almost 4 o'clock in the morning. So technically, it's not when did I say it was? Thursday? No, it's technically Friday, but this vlog is for, of course, Thursday. So ultimately, I got up, get ready, go to work. Went by fairly fast, I think. A lot of phone calls today. A lot of phone calls. Everyone's getting these notices from the IRS, and the IRS is saying that, hey, this is notification that we're releasing funds. But for a lot of people, they think that what they're getting from the IRS, what they think is, oh, it's the 23rd, so I'm getting my money today. No, that's not how it works. It kind of makes you wonder too, because it's like, every year you have to get your taxes done. So I just feel like, do you not remember how you got your taxes last time? Do you not remember the time frame? Sometimes people are so desperate for their money that they don't think. They're so stressed that they don't think. So I mean, essentially, ultimately, what they're doing is, where's my money? Where's my money? And it's like, listen, calm down. I had one lady on the phone. I think it was today. It was today. She was complaining. She's like, I've been with Jackson Hewitt for 10 years and I've never been treated this way. And so all I could do was say, I'm sorry. I said, did you have dependents? And she's like, yeah, a grandson or something like that. I'm like, okay, well, this year the IRS is, doing something new. Everyone with dependents, they're not going to start processing until the 15th of February, which is why a lot of people were coming in getting the refund advance, because they needed the money, and they usually get their money earlier, but they're not able to get their money early this year because of the new changes. So they do the refund advance so they can at least get a portion of their return, so that way they have some of the money that they can use for whatever issues or problems that they have in life. Some people just want the extra money so they can spend it on, like, a vacation or buy something that they really want to get. Other people need it because they're not making good money decisions in life. Anyways, so she's complaining, and I'm like, I totally understand, I'm sorry, but like, she just starts making all these comments like that just aren't true. She's just like, what am I paying you guys for? What, like, you guys aren't doing your job. And I said, no, ma'am, I'm sorry. We did do our job. You came in here to have your taxes processed. We did that. We processed your taxes for you. What happens is, it's out of our hands now. We have no control over it. It goes to the IRS, and then it goes from the IRS to the banks. So she's complaining because she had the money put on the American Express card. She's calling American Express. Then she's saying that people in American Express are telling her, oh, we have it. What they mean by that is, the process essentially is, we process. If you choose to have the fees of our services taken out of your tax return, what happens is it goes to the IRS. When the IRS is done, it goes to the bank with Jackson Hewitt, TPG Bank. So it goes through that bank. Then we take out our fees. Then it goes from our bank to, and if you haven't put it on the card, it goes to MetaBank, which is the bank that works with American Express. So it goes from TPG Bank to MetaBank, and then MetaBank processes it, adds it onto American Express. Then American Express basically uploads it onto the card. That's how it works. This lady is upset and confused. I try to explain everything to her. She's like, no one's answering my questions, and I'm like, no, ma'am. You're asking where's your money. You're asking, this and that. I'm giving you an answer, so I am answering your question. It's funny, like, when people get so frustrated, upset, that they make comments like that, and it goes to show you that they're not really paying attention, which is why they make comments like that, because I had to explain to her, like, no, ma'am, I did answer your question, so I don't understand why. I told her, all I can do is keep apologizing. I'm like, I'm sorry you feel this way, but I did answer your question. I'm not afraid to speak up. If I feel like someone is saying something that I believe is not true, I'm going to point it out. So anyways, that's work. Busy day on the phone calls. But it went by pretty fast. Khadijah was work. It's always fun talking with Khadijah. She got some Chinese food, so the smell of the Chinese food, I was like, that's what I ate for dinner. I ended up going to the food court. Stopped into the toy store finally. There's this place called Tobby's. It's supposed to be a blend of toys and hobbies. My Tobby's. Lots of expensive toys in there. Like we're talking like drones and remote control cars, remote control planes. Yeah, it was cool. It was neat to see like some of the stuff they had in there, but it's definitely out of my price range. And not to mention, it's like those aren't really the kind of toys that I'm into. If I were, wealthy, if I were like, if I had tons of money to just throw away and blow, I'd buy a few of those toys. But that's not the case. And probably I would rather just spend it more on comic books. Keep building my Superman, Green Lantern, Justice League collection. But what else? Yep, so I had Chinese food. Got home. I decided to watch 22 Jump Street. I don't think it was as good as the first one, but I will say this. Honestly, the best thing about 22 Jump Street literally is the ending, when they show you all the mock-ups of the different future Jump Street films. The cameos, like Anna Faris makes a little cameo. One of my personal favorite cameos, Bill Hader, because I love Bill Hader. He's hilarious. Like Bill Hader should have his own show. He makes enough money and he works enough, and you can tell he's like such a fan too. Like he's worked in the Star Trek films, he's worked in the recent Star Wars films. He helps with one of the voices of BB-8, so he's working on episode 8, and we'll be working on episode 9. I mean, how awesome is that? Good for him. And then like he makes the occasional cameo here and there, and probably gets paid like, who knows, like $20,000 or whatever. Like, here you go, thanks for appearing in the cameo. He probably doesn't even get paid that much, because like literally the cameos are like literally like less than a minute. But then again, if you work on a movie and you're on the set for one day, they pay you for a day. So who knows how with the details. It depends, I think. Sometimes I think these guys, they'll do it for really cheap just because they want to help out, or because they want to, just make it, because there's so many friends amongst the industry. Seth Rogen, I forgot about Seth Rogen. he makes an appearance. What was it? The Catholic school 20. I forgot which number Jump Street. And then like when you see the mock-up poster, you see like right there underneath it says "Holy shit!" Like that was great. I like that. Of course, I have friends that are like, oh, you like the Jump Street movies? Well, Channing Tatum's in those movies. You hate Channing Tatum, and I have to keep reminding people, like, I don't hate Channing Tatum. I dislike his acting. I dislike a lot of the films that he does. I do think he is funny. I think he should stick to comedies. The only genre of film I really think he should stay away from is action. That's I truly believe like his action films don't do well. I'm kind of I noticed that he kind of made fun of White House Down. And in the beginning of 22 Jump Street, he mentioned like something about going undercover, or being like or going to be a Secret Service agent or something like that, and I was just like, oh shit, he mentioned White House Down, which I actually did watch like in one of the movie channels, which just I tried to give it a chance, I really did. It was just no, not good, not good, especially when that movie came out the same year as Olympus Has Fallen, and same thing like the White House being attacked. Gerard Butler, there you go, almost forgot his name. Um, I haven't even seen that movie, and I know for a fact that movie's better. That just goes to show you how, and everybody, it's subjective. Some people liked White House Down. I just think, no, it was, no, not good. But for the most part, no, I hope to see one more Jump Street, end it with a trilogy. I think it'd be great if, what they could do is they could do something with Ice Cube's character where he's like, all right, well, all right, bitches or whatever, like his normal cursing. It's time for me to retire. You two, one of you is going to get the job, so you're going to see like maybe uh, you see Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum maybe fighting each other for the job. And then in the process of like fighting each other for the job, they're training the new group of young Jump Street officers or whatever. So, that's an idea that I had that they could do. One idea that the rumor was that the studio was thinking of mixing Jump Street with Men in Black and doing sort of like a Men in Black reboot. And I was like, good God, no. That's a horrible idea. Like, I do not want to see Jump Street and Men in Black. Like, Men in Black should be its own separate thing, I'd like to see Will Smith do one more Men in Black movie, but I want him to be... He needs to be the mentor now, He's reaching that age, and you need somebody who is very... Not necessarily similar to Will Smith, but you need somebody who's young, who's funny, and who's like, hey... like the whole, like... Putting on the glasses and like, you know what? I make this look good. And then just like Will Smith looking at him like, man, you're a rookie. And you just need somebody like that, You can't have Will Smith play the rookie character anymore, He's been in 3 Men in Black films. He's experienced now. He was the rookie in the first film, more experienced in the second film, even more experienced in the third film, He can't be the rookie anymore. He can't be the young guy anymore. You got to transition Will Smith into he's older now, and you need to bring in like the new guy, the new and then maybe even Will Smith can say, you know what, it's been a good ride, I think it's time for me to move on. You can replace Rip Torn with Tommy Lee Jones. He's up there in that age where now he give him a smaller role, have him running MIB, and have him still giving Jay orders, but then like Jay's like, listen, I got this new guy, and that's when Kay's like, give him a chance, So that's what I'd like to see for a new Men in Black movie. Will they do it? I don't know. What else? Oh yeah. So anyways, yeah, 22 Jump Street was good, and that was pretty much it. The day went by really fast. Excited to hang out with Marco on Saturday. It'll be great to catch up. I'll probably stop by Best Buy and finally get a extended hard drive. Because I'm making so many of these videos and taking so many pictures, and it's probably eating up so much of my space on my computer. So I need to start being proactive. I need to start transferring a lot of that stuff onto the hard drive so I free up space on the computer so I can continue doing these videos. Because I will continue to make one every day, and then eventually make like more skits and more videos. That's what I'll be doing tomorrow. Is I'll be hitting up Hector and Julio. Hopefully Julio is going to be available Sunday. If not, then it'll just be me and Hector. Because I know Julio says that he's usually off on Sundays, but he could have made plans, and that would be my fault because I didn't message him earlier enough in the week. And start thinking of some skits. I want to try to add some more music to my iPod. I want to do some cleaning up around here tomorrow. I feel myself eating so much and putting on so much weight this past week that I need to get back to jumping on the treadmill. So that's my goal for tomorrow. Like that's the major thing I want to do tomorrow is get on that treadmill. Obviously, pay some bills. We're already what 23rd, right? 20. Well, technically Friday would be the 24th. So perfect time for me to start like making some credit card payments and making sure everything is taken care of. So yeah, that's it. Um, Not a whole lot happened today, but it wasn't a bad day either. It was a good day. So thanks for watching, and I will see you tomorrow night. Good night. Thanks for watching.